Hello friends, Jack here, Jump Tomorrow Substack. I was remembering the first days of the panic in COVID days, 2020, March or April. We were in Austin, Texas, and there was a day when the panic hit and people started to buy too much of certain things like paper products, but other stuff too. And I was in a pretty big store and people were just kind of pushing hard and grabbing stuff. And I hadn't planned it, but I walked around the store very calmly smiling, trying to see if anyone was doing the same thing that I was doing. I met a colleague, a teacher friend that day, and we were both doing that. Of course we were witnessing something profound that we'd never seen before, but we were also not participating in it, and we were trying to throw, what we called it later was we were trying to throw light, which is possible. I hadn't known that until that day. For years before and since that, I have practiced what I call my standard face, especially with people of color, especially with anyone who's been marginalized by white people. I want to have a face that looks like I am glad to see them. And I don't want it to be something that takes time. You know how if someone looks at you, there's only half a second or so before they will look away. I want them in that half second to see that I like them, that I'm glad to see them. So I practice a face in public, especially at the store, that will show people that I like them immediately. And so when we glance at each other, it sounds silly, but it's really a nice feeling that there is then more than half a second, because they don't have to look away because your face was some horrible thing. Like, I know as an old person, my face wants to be horrible. I'll see it now and then I'll catch myself with a horrible face. And I don't want anyone to see that from me, especially with what a typical white man has done and is doing to them. I want to be the exception. Anyway, I don't know if you've thought of that, but being ready for your first impression and not having to see the person first and then deciding that you like them, but show them that you like them. Yeah. You never get a second chance for a first impression. When I was a beekeeper, I said that to myself a lot, because once the bees are angered by you, you can't really work on them that day. And so I would always approach them with as much honor and dignity I could muster. Very slow, very gentle, because you can't get a second chance for your first impression. Yeah, anyway, I love you. Bye-bye.